Chapter 8. Trapped in the Boiler Room. Nancy tracked the manager through the labyrinthine service corridors, her footsteps as silent as a ghost on the concrete floorboards. Henderson didn't head toward his office. Instead, he descended past the ground floor, slipping deeper into the cavernous belly of the Brunswick Hotel. Down here, away from the luxurious carpets and polished mahogany, the air grew thick with the smell of coal dust, machine oil, and heavy steam. The basement was a subterranean maze of brick archways and shadow. Nancy kept her distance, peering around a massive iron support pillar. At the far end of the corridor, the massive, roaring belly of the hotel's coal-fired boiler hummed, casting an eerie, flickering orange glow across the damp floor. Henderson stopped in front of a rusted ventilation grate near the coal bunker. Moving quickly, he loosened the screws, pulled the metal cover away, and retrieved a large leather satchel hidden inside. Nancy watched as he unzipped the bag and shoved his latest haul, the Timber Baron's silver jewelry pouch, inside. As he adjusted the bag, a glint of gold caught the orange firelight. Hanging from the edge of the satchel was a delicate chain and a familiar oval pendant. "My locket," Nancy thought, her determination flaring. Intent on capturing every detail, Nancy stepped closer to get a better look at where he placed the grate key, but the basement floor was treacherous. Her shoe brushed against a loose, discarded iron coupling. The metal pipe rolled across the concrete with a loud, echoing clatter. The sound rang through the quiet boiler room like a pistol shot. Henderson whipped around, his face contorting into a mask of pure fury as his eyes locked onto her. "Who's there?" he bellowed, recognizing the young woman from room 204. "You, the meddling girl from the train!" Nancy didn't hesitate. She turned to sprint back toward the stairs, but Henderson, fueled by sheer desperation and the terror of ruin, was remarkably fast. He lunged across the narrow corridor, cutting off her exit route and forcing her back into the humid, roaring boiler chamber. With a heavy thud, Henderson slammed the massive, reinforced iron door shut, sealing Nancy inside the fiery room. "You should have stayed on the train, Miss Drew," Henderson's muffled voice hissed through the thick iron viewing slit. "By sunrise, my debts will be paid, and I'll be halfway to Montreal on the early express. You can stay down here and cool your heels until the morning shift arrives." Nancy heard the heavy iron deadbolt slide into place with a definitive, horrifying thwack. A secondary padlock clicked shut. She ran to the door, throwing her weight against it, but the reinforced metal didn't even budge. She was completely locked in, surrounded by the deafening hiss of steam pipes and the scorching heat of the furnace. The clock was ticking, and the thief was about to escape with everyone's stolen treasures, including her priceless keepsake.